Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas, or basically experiences that I've been having over, the past few days, or basically during the day. Um, and today, I just want to give an update from yesterday's video, which probably was published. I don't know when, uh, but yeah. Uh, so yesterday, well, basically, I did not uh, sleep until 6 a.m. this morning, and basically, I had this presentation, well, basically, event. So for the women in engineering group at the company I work at. And it went well. I was presenting and like basically hosting a section of that event. My mind was a bit all over the place, but I think it went fine. We were we were able to pull it off, and actually, I love when this kind of stuff happens. Like when I don't put too much pressure on myself and like just allow uh, myself to basically uh, pull through and trust myself that I will be able to do well. And that's one thing that I did today, which was cool. I mean, I just did not micromanage myself by trying to write out every single thing that I need to say and trying to memorize it by heart and stuff like that. I just tried to basically get some practice by just uh, using some improvisation, by having some bullet points to talk of. And I think it went okay. I did not mess it up too much. So yeah, uh, I don't know what other people thought, but yeah, I didn't get any negative feedback, but I think it went okay. Um, yeah, this was cool. And so just to tell you at which, like, to what extent I'm exhausted. Uh, on my train back, I was so exhausted that I did not even notice that I missed the station, so I ended up going uh, 30 more minutes uh, than I was supposed to. So like basically the train ride from Luxembourg to the city where I live, it's about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, and I ended up going all the way 30 minutes after my stop. Well, basically, I noticed it, I think, like 5 to 10 minutes after my stop. And yeah, basically, I had to stick it out until the big stop, so the next big town where there were more frequent trains, and I did. And yeah, I was so exhausted. Like this is not the first time that this kind of happens to me. There was one time where basically I think I had done the same thing. I had not slept very well, like almost not at all. And basically the next day I was in the bus, and I like the bus got to my city, and basically it dropped people off and it turned back and it was going back to Luxembourg. And when I woke up, uh, like we were like the bus was about to get on the highway, and basically it was it was crazy, and I had to walk from I think it was like maybe 1.5 kilometers away from my house. Uh, like at night it was quite scary, but nothing bad happened, thank God. But yeah, don't tell this to my mom. uh, yeah, it was fine, but yeah, I get super exhausted, and uh, I'm actually proud of myself because today, even though I'm exhausted and like basically have no energy whatsoever, like after coming back from work. I went to the gym as per usual to get my 20 minutes of rowing session in, and like basically studied some machine learning briefly. I think I only studied 25 minutes today, just the time of a Pomodoro session, just because I wanted to have this identity built up. So I'm trying to have, like, ideally I want to study more every day, but as a bare minimum for days like this, I'm trying to have at least one Pomodoro session per day, just so that I don't get discouraged and like just build up with the small wins and feel like I'm still making progress towards that. And yeah, that was an interesting day. But it was super fun to connect with other people. I met this this director that was on the panel for the event, and actually it turns out that she's also Moroccan and she's super cool, like very accomplished, and I was so impressed by her. And yeah, I reached out just so maybe we can stay in touch, because I think she was cool, and yeah, uh, she's a good person to look up to. And I really enjoyed the event today. It was so energizing, even though I was like completely exhausted. I gave it my best and tried to bring my best energy forward. Uh, and like when I came back home, I went to the gym, as I said, studied some machine learning for like 25 minutes, and then uh, got back to work. So basically, during the day, I didn't get too much of a chance to uh, uh, like to do a lot of stuff related to my day-to-day responsibilities. So even though I was exhausted after, pulling the all-nighter, well, the all-nighter, not exactly an all-nighter, because I had like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And yeah, by the way, when I went to sleep after yesterday's video, like around 6 a.m., I got woken up at like 8:45 a.m. by a page on my phone. Like basically, I'm on call this week for my team, and we got a high severity ticket. And so basically, I got woken up by my phone, like ringing, like an urgency alarm, and that was fun. And then I got back to sleep for a bit, and then moved on with the day. But yeah, I love these days where basically I'm able to challenge myself mentally. I still was able to make some progress on my day-to-day responsibilities, and yeah, I'm just working on proving to myself that I'm capable of doing the things that I want to do, and basically to follow through on my commitment. So I'm basically uh, building confidence in myself. Uh, and yeah, this was fun. Such an energizing event today. Well, it's no longer today; it's 2 a.m. So yeah, I'm only making my sleep situation worse by staying up this late. But I would rather do this than basically feel bad about not having made any progress um, on my work. And so I made sure to work at least, I think, for 2 to 3 hours at least. So that's what I did. And yeah, uh, what an interesting day. It was super fun, very energizing to meet a lot of people. And this is not something that I do very often because I'm very introverted. So people are surprised when I tell them that I'm introverted, because I have basically been practicing a lot, speaking to people and trying to listen to them, and be an attentive speaker, and try and basically connect with them more. And this definitely was not a trait that I used to have, I think, 2 to 3 years ago. And I've been working hard on it by just putting myself out there. And people are like, especially people from my team, like whenever I tell them, oh, I'm an introvert, they don't believe me, because it's like uh, they think that me being outgoing uh, has has always been this way, that I've always been like this, but I've come a very long way. I've been the opposite of what I am right now for a very long period of time. So yeah, and that, like, basically being an introvert does not mean uh, that you're not good with people. It's just that it means that you recharge when you're on your own, and that's definitely the case for me. I usually tell my friends and my coworkers that basically I spend 90% of my time alone, so that the 10% of my time that I spend with people, I can spend it at 110 percent in terms of energy. And basically, given that they only see that 110%, they assume that I'm like this all the time. And as you can see from this channel, I really am not. I'm just trying my best, trying to overcome my own insecurities, trying to uh, overcome my own little demons, as I've mentioned before on this channel. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thanks a lot for sticking through my ramblings. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic rest of day, night, whichever time of day it is right now, wherever you are. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one that I just filmed yesterday, in terms of time, like relative to right now. I don't know when I would have posted it. That's for Rita in the future to figure out. And anyway, you can click here to watch my latest video on this channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!